China versus the U.S. car market. What's going on? Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you can get the latest and greatest on this channel where we talk about passive income, semi-passive income, and the latest and greatest. This is a great channel. I want people to enjoy themselves and I want you to make money. That's the most important thing here. But today I want to talk about something in the news that y'all probably been tracking too, about China and the US in a car war, a tariff war to be exact. So the United States has placed a tariff on China's imports coming in, and China's doing the same thing. But what's the big impact? What's the whoa? Well, guess who's paying for the tariffs? The consumers on both sides of the fence. And this is critical when it comes to buying power. Again, in the previous video, if you haven't seen it, maybe up here around here, whatnot, you definitely want to watch that where I talk about the buying power of the United States. We're currently facing inflation. Right now, interest rates are way up in the air, and a lot of people don't have a lot of buying power. A lot of people are paying their bills with credit cards. And with this tariff going on right now, China is really hitting the car market really hard. Now, you might say, well, why would I buy a car in China? It's going to be funny when you hear this, but they're making cars that are competing against the United States. And that's what the greatest fear is, that they may have something that's better than the United States vehicles on the market, right? And run better and last longer. Because a lot of people can't afford to be buying cars every other year. Not now, not how it's going right now. And it's kind of sad right there, where if you want to buy a car, every 5 years, 6 years, what's the thing? But some people want to buy cars every other year, want to get the latest and greatest. But right now, they're in a situation. But as these two economies are competing against one another and going into higher prices, the consumers are getting hurt by the sales. Okay? Car industry is the most important thing, right? As far as folks losing their shirts trying to get a car. Additionally, the ongoing tension between the two nations has created uncertainty and instability for the car manufacturers and suppliers, meaning that, hey, with how this thing is going, we're making all these parts, we're making all these new models. Do we have enough parts? Do we have enough supplies for these vehicles? And I always tell people, just be cautious when you buy a new car, because they might have a bunch of recalls that you may not even get to have fixed within a couple of weeks. It may be years. I dealt with that when I first started the car market. I had a Kia, and they say this ain't gonna work for you because this car's recall, we don't have a solution to it. And it kind of threw me off right there. But I got some news for you that can help you out here in regards to this industry. There are positive developments in this, right? Chinese automakers are expanding their presence in the U.S. market with brands such as Geely, BYD, introducing new models. At the same time, the United States is doing the same thing over in China. They're increasing their presence in China with General Motors, Ford, and Tesla, and all invested heavily into the country. Now, I know Tesla's going through some things right now. They're lowering the prices on their Model 3s very sharply. And they're competing with China because China has that BYD. They have electrical cars too, but Tesla's trying to gain that foothold. And right now they're doing it, but it's slowly eroding away. So Elon has a lot of work to do as far as trying to figure out what's next, because you can only lower the price but so much until you start losing money. Overall, the ongoing trade dispute between China and the U.S. is having a significant impact on the global car market. And it remains to be seen how things will develop in the coming months. And just to be honest with you, dealing with this whole tariff war, all this thing that's going on right now, is that American citizens are going to be impacted. If you're not already, you are. As far as prices go with the cars, they're supposed to be dropping down, but they're not dropping down fast enough. And for us, as far as people who buy cars for their platforms such as Turo, you have to be mindful of that. Like I told all the people that are with me, who follow me, like if you are doing this whole project that I'm doing as far as the the fleet building, try to stay away from financing your vehicles right now. If you can, try to buy your cars cash. I'm not saying you gotta go buy a brand new car cash, but get you a reliable used car and start building your fleet. And if you want to do a new car, go for it. But right now, with what's going on, I think this is gonna bust both of them up, because at the end of the day, if people on both sides of the countries, they can't afford to buy these cars, period, then who's buying these cars? Because I'm not buying a car. My mom ain't buying a car. People over in China's not buying a car like they. So who's buying these cars? That's gonna be the bigger question right there. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I wanted to make this short and easy. Talk to me. Let me know. More to follow. Please check out the channel and don't forget to subscribe and like. Talk to you later. Take care.